Hey guys, welcome back and happy Sunday. All right, guys, it's Sunday, which that means bottomless mimosas, put your feet up, and maybe you don't have to work, maybe you do. Obviously, we're here working today, but I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. It's not over yet, so go continue to make some memories. In the meantime, we're back to talk about Teddi Mellencamp from Two T's in a Pod, also Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and she's revealing which housewife confronted her in a restaurant over comments she made on the podcast. I find this to be incredibly funny because sometimes we forget when we're talking on podcasts or YouTube and we're commentating on some of these different reality TV stars. We're like, we'll never see them or hear from them. So we'll say whatever we want to say. And I've been called out before on it. Jason's been called out before. Teddy's been called out before. Yeah, it happens. Okay. I mean, I'll give you a little story once we get into this. But before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. Because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so thanks to Reality Blurb, it is no secret that Teddi Mellencamp and Tamra Judge's podcast is causing a stir amongst the Housewives community. On multiple occasions, the Bravo stars from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and Real Housewives of Orange County have offended their former colleagues by slinging their opinions in many directions. On a recent episode of Two T's in a Pod, Teddi revealed an uncomfortable encounter with the Bravo star Larsa Pippen from the Real Housewives of Miami. After seeing Larsa in a restaurant, Teddi yelled out her name. In response, Larsa gave an unenthusiastic hey. So Larsa comes over and she's like, girl, I've always been a fan of yours, and I feel like you've been, not that cool to me on the pod. Larsa was referring to an infamous combo about Kanye West when co-star Adriana Demora said that she saw his, in the bathroom. And Larsa, who was good friends with Kanye and his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian, was upset by the discussion. In the part episode of Teddi Mellencamp's podcast, she declared Larsa was taking the conversation so personally. You forget that we have this podcast and that many people may potentially read the conversation or headlines or see something about it, Teddi said. And during the restaurant encounter, Larsa also told Teddi, Adriana, who you're siding with, you have no idea how brutal it was filming with her sometimes. By the end of the confrontation, however, the Bravo celebrities ended up laughing and talking. Even so, Teddi doubled down on her opinion. I still stand by the fact that I don't think I would be upset by somebody saying that they saw somebody else's and how big it was. And I get what she's saying, but I had an uncomfortable situation before where, Jason said to me that Captain Sean from Below Deck, who took over for Captain Lee last season, just for like an episode or two, we went on to his Anchor Watch show and I said something about Captain Sean. I don't even remember saying it, but I commented on something about Captain Sean. And then it was like 2 months later, Jason said, Captain Sean invited us to dinner. So we drove down like an hour to Fort Lauderdale and went to go meet him for dinner. We were having a great conversation. And just by chance, I said, people shouldn't judge somebody based off of everything that they see on TV. They have to realize that there are more layers than that. And he said, what did you just say? And I said, I don't think people should just go based off of what they see on TV. That's an edited version. He said, okay, I'm so happy that you said that because you said something about me that I didn't really like or appreciate. And now it's good to hear that coming from you. And I looked at Jason like, and Jason looked at me and kind of laughed. And I was like, oh, shit. And then I've also had a Real Housewife of New York who's messaged me in the past and said, Adam, I just want to say thank you for always being fair and sweet. I watched your YouTube and I really appreciate some of the comments that you've made about me in the past. Never even reaching out to her for an interview, not even knowing that she watched my channel. And lastly, this is my last example for you guys. Jason was ripping apart Vita Tequila, Lisa Barlow's tequila company, talking about, oh, well, why can't you find it anywhere? Vita doesn't exist and blah, blah, blah. And next thing you know, Lisa Barlow is fully aware that we're talking about her Vita Tequila. She sent us some Vita Tequila and she said, I want to come on your YouTube channel and talk about Vita Tequila and why it's so amazing while you guys taste it. And then you be the judge as to whether or not you think it's good or if you think it's bad, be honest about it. And when she said that, I was like, Jason, you have to realize when we're talking about these people, they know they're still human. They watch and listen to podcasts, entertainment. It's just inevitable. If you're talking about someone, usually they want to know that you're talking about them and what you're saying. Not everyone. And it depends how big you get, but it does happen. Now, guys, I want to hear your thoughts about Teddi Mellencamp talking about Larsa. If you guys didn't see my video from this week, we have heard the rumor that Larsa Pippen may be quitting the Real Housewives of Miami because she felt like the women were so mean to her. She felt like she didn't go, out of her way to attack anyone. She came in very sweet. She talked about her own story, but Adriana Demora put a target on her back, and that's not something that she necessarily wants to be around. That's why she told Teddi Mellencamp, you have no idea about Adriana you're siding with. You have no idea how brutal it was filming with her sometimes. And she really liked to come for her and go for the juggler. I'm not surprised by that. I think Adriana came in like, who is this Larsa chick? We've known you for a long time, but then you moved to Hollywood and then you come back and you think you're just better than everybody else. And why am I not a full-time position when I've been around since, in her opinion, day one? I've been around all of these women, and now you're bringing her in as a full-time housewife, but I'm on the outskirts. How is that fair? How does that make sense? Well, Adriana, it's not up to us. It's up to the suit and ties at Bravo. But I do have a feeling Adriana will be bumped up to a full-time housewife position next season. I feel like that's going to happen. Guys, go ahead and comment below. If you watch Real Housewives of Miami, do you feel like Adriana will be bumped up to a full-time housewife position, or do you think I'm reaching with that? And also, what do you think about Teddi Mellencamp's awkward encounter with Larsa Pippen? Are you shocked? Because I'm not. Go ahead and do all the unfiltered opinions and whatnot. Don't forget to smash that like button. And if you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Also, don't forget that we made our big announcement this past week. We will be picking a few winners for our upgraded VIP tickets. But also, if you cannot make Los Angeles, Nashville, or New York, well, you're in luck because we are doing live stream tickets. So you can go to spillingtealive.com and you can see where you can buy in-person tickets, which Nashville and New York are selling out. We would love to see you guys there. And Los Angeles is already sold out. Or if you can't make it, you can just buy one of the general admission live streams, the VIP, or I suggest the VIP bundle, which is $29.99. But you get all three cities. You get to live chat. You get to ask questions while we're on stage. And you get all of the behind the scenes bonus footage of the before parties, after parties, us traveling, going to and from. I mean, it's going to be a wild ride to say the least, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know if Zach knows what he signed up for to go, I guess, kind of on the road with me, but technically we're in an airplane. I love you guys. Let me know when you get your tickets, and I will see you so very soon. Happy Sunday. Bye, guys.